Sorry. So, hi guys. Today on What's Trending, we're with Rana. Yes, Bhallaladeva himself. Hi Rana, welcome to First Post.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very
So,
much.
I'm going to start with the most cliched question. Like, I'm not going to ask you the question, but I'm going to ask you about the cliche that's been surrounded around it. Like, why did Kattappa kill Baahubali?
Right.
So, we on the social media team come across this question almost every single day, I think in the past 2 years. How is it like you to, be bombarded with that question for 2 years together from friends?
I get damn happy every time someone asks me that question
Yeah.
because I know that's like a guaranteed part 2 ticket for me.
Okay.
See, what really took me by surprise is when we knew that's how it's going to end the film. Because for Rajamouli, none of us expected it to blow out of proportion like this.
Yeah.
Part 1 ends with me killing Bhallaladeva killing the Kalakeya, but Baahubali being announced the king of Mahishmati, and that's the beautiful end to a film.
Yeah.
And that's how film ends.
Yeah.
So he said, let's have something else that will give a little hook, and it'll be I remember the words that he used. He said something in a thematic way, or it'll be nice to end it like that, or something like that. He said, and it sounded okay when we heard it.
Mm-hmm.
But when I saw, because we saw it, all of us saw it separately. I saw it in Bombay. They were all here.
Yeah.
I was quite shocked when I saw it. I'm like, okay, this actually happened.
Okay.
And I knew it, so I was still okay. And I remember there were friends who were around me. They shared me. They said, "It's over. Or what? Is the film done?" And I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Did you know the film's ending?" I'm like, "Yes. There's another part coming."
Just we know he's going to kill us with curiosity.
Yeah, so that really, it's a great hook to have. Thinking of it now, it's probably the best hook any sequel-based film ever had.
Yeah.
You have a whole country talking about why someone killed someone, so it's pretty cool.
So do you so basically you enjoy it? You're
Yeah,
not
fully.
telling them, wait for it.
Yeah, I say some fun stories, I say random shit. But,
Okay. So, and then obviously now it's been in the making for 5 years and it's been like a long and amazing journey. What's the one thing you'll miss the most about being on the sets of Baahubali?
see, like you said, it's 5 years. There will be a lot of things that have happened in these 5 years that you will miss a lot. To me, what I really miss is the amount that you learn on a film. See, to me, I've always been a guy who's the experience of the film is far bigger than the result of it. And to me, these 4.5 years of Baahubali, or 5 years, whatever it is, it's like I came in my late 20s and I'm leaving in my mid 30s. So I've spent enough considerable time in this film. And really, that's whatever I do from here on, whatever films I do, whatever my direction of thought is, there will always be a reflection of this great film called Baahubali that I was part of, and I've learned so much from it.
Yeah.
Obviously I can't go back and revisit Mahishmati because my piece is here. This conclusion ends here.
Yeah.
The story ends. But I'd like to obviously be associated with cinema like this. I'm hoping coming on from now on there'll be a lot more such experiences that I have.
Now coming to like Prabhas, I think this has been like the best combination in recent times. And how is it like working with Prabhas? And
see, he's a fine actor. He's a huge star. He's somebody like him at the peak of his career let go of 5 big years just doing one film, and when today lots of it is about time and money and all of that jazz. He's somebody who's really uncorrupted by money, by fame, and all of these things. He is somebody who wants to do good films, and he's just part of it and does it without a doubt. He just gives himself into cinema, and he's been an amazing friend obviously in these 5 years. And we spent the most probable time together, whether it's on or off set, whether it's training or not. So and it's sad that it's all coming to an end, but we'll figure out another way to be together.
yeah. So when you knew okay, now it's time to take off the Bhallaladeva mask and move on to other roles, was it weird or difficult, or what was going on in your mind?
Obviously it'll have a huge impact on you because it's something that you've been doing for a long time, and you've been speaking differently, you've been thinking differently, you've been understanding stuff differently. Now, actually, pulling out of it is not very easy but that happens with every film. When you play a character which is defined, you will start becoming that for a little time till a greater character comes and just eats all of that up. So I guess that's going to happen anyways.
Yeah. So you did a small cameo in a Gautam Menon movie starring Dhanush.
I just haven't finished it yet. I shot for exactly half a day, for a few hours really.
But we got damn curious because we love both Gautam Menon, Dhanush, and obviously you. So would you ever want to work with Gautam Menon in the future? Because I don't think you've done that genre before either.
Gautam does interesting. He's a filmmaker that I'm very fond of. He's a very dear friend, which is why I did whatever I did for him that day. I'd love to do movies with him. There are many films that we spoke about which couldn't happen for many other reasons. But yeah, he's definitely a filmmaker I'd like to work with.
Okay, so since we're gonna have like a Bhallaladeva hangover, we're not gonna let go of that really easily. Would you tell us like one dialogue from the movie? So there's a twist to it. So one, you can tell us a dialogue from the movie, and the other one, if you would have to ask a girl out as Bhallaladeva, how would you do that?
Bhallaladeva does not ask girls out.
That's why we're giving you this
not
question.
his primary job. And it's look whether the love or the romance in his life is so irrelevant.
That's exactly
that there is
right.
no person in the film also.
We kept thinking, we're like, okay, so he has no love interest, so we want to know.
Of
how
course, he has a love
started.
interest. Like, love is this great Maheshmati throne in the kingdom. That's the bigger love for him. The rest doesn't.
But we want to see your other side. Like as Bhallaladeva, you're gonna ask a girl out. So how is that gonna go? Like
Bhallaladeva is not a very nice guy. I wouldn't want girls to be with somebody like him.
you said, nice guys don't like to date.
I mean, I'm Rana. I wouldn't like any girls to be with this bad guy called Bhallaladeva.
Okay, fine. Then you can just tell us the dialogue from Baahubali as Bhallaladeva.
I'm not going to tell you a dialogue from it either because it will not give you enough impact if I'm looking like this with a cap and a.
No,
and
it's still like it. Trust me.
No, I prefer you all watching it on that big screen, and it's said with so much more emotion.
Because your fans.
See,
are
when
just gonna be
I'm
very
usually
disappointed.
taking a weapon and smashing somebody on the skull and breaking it and speaking lines, there's far greater emotion than just saying it to you. Like,
Did you just do that intentionally?
I'm just saying
Scared me out. I just remembered, so when the trailer released, we remember like we were, getting ready to review it, and then I saw that last scene, and that's it. Like I was like, whoa, when you both face each other. Tell us something about that.
Well, I mean we knew it would be a pretty cool, iconic shot the day we were shooting it.
Yeah.
It's both our heads, both the faces to the end. It's Bhallaladeva and Shivudu, and in the center is the sword of Amarendra Baahubali. So all of it together really makes so much drama because that's really what the film is.
Yeah.
So yes, so it is a very very important shot and comes in the time.
So your next movie is Nene Raju Nene Mantri.
Yes, that's one of the thought of as a title.
Is it too early to talk about it? Or would like to tell us something about it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a political film. It's a story of a politician who's not a very nice person. It's it's a tale of how power corrupts and ultimate power corrupts ultimately.
Okay.
And how it's a tale of a good guy getting into this dirty journey. And that's pretty much what the film is. So it's in that space of a Wolf of Wall Street and stuff like that. So that's what excites
Okay,
me.
so now a quick rapid fire. We heard you're a great foodie. So I'll tell you names of places, and you tell us like one thing you love or one thing you think like people have to try from that place. Like
Go
you
on.
totally crave it.
Okay.
So Hyderabad, starting from Hyderabad, of course.
Well, Ramzan's around the corner. I think there's so much to try during Ramzan in Hyderabad. And as a standard thing, it's obviously Halim, many places in the city is something that one must get to.
Yeah.
And at any time of the year, there's biryani. That's awesome.
Okay. Mumbai.
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of chaat and stuff like that because it doesn't have any meat in it.
Okay.
But
So you're a meat lover.
yeah, but as a filler in parts of the day, it might work. So
Okay.
yes.
Delhi.
Delhi has some awesome food. I mean, Kareem's is a place that I like very much. And what is that area called?
Al Jawahar.
Yeah, I've had that too. But what is that area called? There's that little square where Kareem's is?
Chandni Chowk.
No, Kareem's not. No, not that. The other Kareem's. The two. Okay, whatever.
But Kareem's.
Yeah. So, but no, Delhi has a great choice of food because I guess it's really because it's the capital of the country and there's so much. There's a lot of Indian cuisine, obviously, because right, starting off from Kashmiri food all the way to a large part of the middle India. And there's so much international cuisine that you get in Delhi, which I like also very much. Chennai, whether it's the tiffins that you get there, it's Saravana Bhavan type food.
Typical. Just reminded me of home. And Cochin?
Cochin. Well, the most favorite mall food that I like is tavle khal, which is frog legs.
I want to try that. That's why I gave it.
Were you shocked or were you?
No, I wasn't shocked. It was a very interesting
So, yes,
suggestion.
what-
Frog legs it is, guys. It's a very interesting suggestion.
So, but otherwise, no, I'm really fond of Malpur. I got to shoot a lot in the last couple of months there, and yeah, I mean, whether it's the rice that they have, whether it's all of that food, the meat that they have with the coconut. I mean, it's fun to eat as peace cuisines.
Okay, so now you've done like a lot of different roles, like starting from leader, Krishna Mante Jagadguram, obviously Bhallaladeva and Ghazi attack. What's the one role that you've
Ghazi is not a role; it's a submarine.
I meant in the movie.
Oh, okay.
So, what's the one role that you've always wanted to play? Like,
I don't know. Like I said, I mean, when I set off to be an actor, obviously there's so many different characters you like to play. I'm just kind of taking off a bunch of them right now.
okay.
So yeah, I mean, there's so much more on that list.
Okay, so if you could pick an actor, your favorite actor, and feature in a remake of his movie, what would it be?
I'm necessarily not fond of remakes because I think there's a certain time for a film and it happens for that certain reason.
Okay.
And I don't think you can recreate that magic all over again.
Okay.
Like in any film, I'm saying Baahubali, I don't think can be made one more time.
True.
So I guess it's
So,
momentary.
favorite actor and
Favorite actor, Daniel Day-Lewis. So my favorite actor.
from Telugu?
From Telugu, is Kamal Haasan being Telugu? Is that considered?
Yeah.
Yes, Kamal Haasan.
So-
Yes, it's Kamal Haasan.
Which movie of his do you like?
So many.
Like,
so many.
like the
my
first
favorite,
movie you remember?
favorite is obviously Nayagan. That's my
Nayagan.
all-time favorite film. But I mean, this just the body of work that he's done is something that blows me off.
Okay.
Whether it's Ampuraya, whether it's Michael Matakamra. There's so much stuff that he's
Yeah,
done,
yeah.
which is really, really good.
Okay. So we stalked you a lot in the name of homework, and we came across this interview of yours where you were asked about how when you come to Mumbai you're bombarded with the question of are you dating, why you're not seeing anybody, are you seeing someone,
Yeah.
and once you just blatantly lied to them saying
Yeah.
I'm seeing a girl in Hyderabad.
Yeah, I just randomly made that up.
So yeah, I know. So if I was going to ask you the same question today again, are you seeing somebody?
No, then I decided not to randomly lie and say.
Why?
Because I'm really not. Because otherwise, if I would, then everybody would know it. Right?
So what happened after that episode when you came back to Hyderabad?
Oh God, it was a mess. Then I realized I shouldn't talk.
Like,
out of my...
did unnecessary people get pulled into it?
Yeah, it was. I mean, then they started guessing games and they started putting a bunch of people in the papers and I mean, then I just gave a
Basically, you just
great
fed
field
them
day for
gossip for like
yeah,
so many
for
weeks.
for a long
together.
time. Yeah.
Nice. So, tell us something about your high school sweetheart if you had anybody.
First of all, I didn't go to high school that much, so
You didn't go
it
to
starts
high
there.
Okay. Or your like a fondest memory of your first date.
Can't even remember. I really can't remember.
Any date?
There's so
Best
many.
date?
You can't say best. Yeah, that's not right.
Okay, any date.
Then there'll be a rod of angry people if I say best.
Okay, any date.
Any date? Should I just say any date?
Just tell us about that one such date. Really special, like back in the day.
Clearly it was not that special. Otherwise, that person would have been with me right now.
Okay, fine. I see what you're doing there. So, like, this is again a cliche, but Venkatesh, if what obviously I know that you guys are waiting for the right script to work on a
Right,
movie
right.
together. But what sort of a movie would you like to finally work with?
Well, we've been talking about it for a long time now, and we've sat on a bunch of them. We've worked on a couple of months, then thought didn't think that was the right thing to do, and moved ahead. See, adventure was always our thing because we like both of us together like it as a genre, and I realized that as we say adventure, there's lesser and lesser people coming to us because it gets very complicated to write adventure. But again, we're open to doing many things, but we don't know what the right thing is. That's all.
Your favorite co-star?
I have to say Prabhas. I mean, really Prabhas.
We saw that coming. So before we
I mean, it's
wrap
5 years. Come on,
Yeah,
you
of
can't.
course.
You can't. I can't
The
even remember
longest
another
you could
poster.
spend time with anybody
Yeah,
on
yeah,
sets.
yeah.
So before we wrap up, like if we'd say now that Baahubali is done, and you have to give a message to Rajmouli and Prabhas on this show, what is that you'd like to tell both?
I'd like to tell both of them. First, I'd like to thank both of them for whatever they've done. I mean, Rajmouli first for being this awesome, fun friend and a teacher who's taught us so much. I mean, taught me and Prabhas so much in this course of this journey. And like I told him, I said post the audio or the pre-release event when we spoke, I told him, I said, you made me a better movie actor, you've made me a better human being. So he really has.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much influence that he has on my life right now, and which is all I need to do. I have to thank him. Then to Prabhas, I just have to say, be the awesome rock star that he is, and just stay the exact way. And I think both of them have to party harder. That's all I have to say to them.
Cool, then thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
joining
Thank you
us.
very much.
Guys, if you watched this, like, share, comment, and leave your message for Rana. We definitely pass it on to him. Thank you.
If you don't want to leave a message, it's alright, it's cool. You can guys
There
chill it,
will
do your
be
thing.
sure, like
You sure?
there will be a lot of them. Thank you.
Thank you.